I want to do one thing and do it well. That's the dream, isn't it? To pour your heart into a single purpose, to chase excellence with everything you have. But these aren't the words of a CEO in a glass tower or a polished executive in a boardroom, but from a young man who knew hunger, who felt the sting of going without. John Koum swept floors to survive. He cleaned offices when others were sleeping, dreaming of something more. His story isn't about apps or billions, it's about the human spirit, about grit and the will to keep going. From food stamps to Forbes, from scraping by to standing among the world's most influential, from a Ukrainian village with no hot water, no comfort, to the heart of Silicon Valley's innovation. Imagine, a boy in Ukraine, no phone, no privacy, where even a simple conversation felt like a luxury, and privacy was just a fantasy. Fast forward, he creates a tool connecting over 2 billion people, instantly and privately, breaking barriers that once seemed unbreakable. How? Not luck, not magic. Hardship forged his resolve, and every setback became a lesson. I grew up where advertising was propaganda, he'd say, remembering a world where truth was rare. I didn't want to be part of that. He refused to let his creation become another tool for manipulation. Those shadows shaped him, they fueled him, pushing him to build something different, something honest. From a place where privacy was a dream, he built a fortress for it, making security and trust the foundation. From scarcity, he created abundance for the world's ability to connect, making communication possible for everyone, everywhere. He saw a simple human need, to talk, to share, to be heard, without being watched or sold to the highest bidder. This story almost didn't happen. It was nearly lost to rejection and doubt. Rejected by Facebook, the same company that would later offer him a king's ransom for his vision. Life writes its own punchlines. This isn't just a tech story, it's about resilience, about never giving up, about holding on to your values when the world wants you to sell them cheap, and standing firm when it matters most. Jan Koum's journey is a testament. Your beginnings don't define your end, and your past can fuel your future. The quietest voices can spark the loudest revolutions. Sometimes change starts with a whisper, not a roar. We could have built a very different company. We chose not to. That decision shaped everything that followed. That choice made all the difference, setting a new standard for what technology could mean. Get ready to understand why. This is more than a business story, it's a lesson in courage. From sweeping floors to changing the world, this is Jan Koum, a man who turned struggle into strength. His story is proof, the impossible is possible, and dreams can be built from the ground up. It's not about where you start, but what you stand for, and the courage to keep moving forward. And sometimes the best revolutions begin with a whisper, growing into a movement that changes everything. This is the story of WhatsApp, a story of connection, privacy, and the power of one idea. And the man who refused to compromise, proving that integrity can change the world. Imagine growing up outside Kyiv, Ukraine in the 1980s. No hot water, no phone, and privacy was a foreign concept. Jan's family faced scarcity daily, his father a construction manager, his mother a homemaker. Under Soviet rule, resources and opportunities were rare. School didn't even have an indoor toilet, imagine the winters. Communication was monitored, privacy a fantasy. Being Jewish in the Soviet Union meant facing even more obstacles. Life was about making do, finding ways to get by. These weren't just inconveniences, they were daily lessons in resilience. Even in silence, a seed of determination was planted. The lack of options, the constant feeling of being watched, these didn't break him. They became the foundation for a fierce desire to build something better. Scarcity taught Jan the true value of freedom and privacy. In 1992, Jan and his mother arrived in California with little more than hope. His father, ill, stayed behind and later passed away. They started in a small apartment relying on food stamps. His mother worked as a babysitter. Jan cleaned grocery stores. The future co-founder of WhatsApp was sweeping floors to survive. Then, another blow. His mother was diagnosed with cancer. Jan juggled school, work, and caring for her. Every dollar was a victory, every day a struggle. He felt like an outsider in high school, already carrying adult burdens. This wasn't a detour, it was the path. Hardship forged his resolve. Cleaning floors and relying on welfare shaped his perspective. He learned resilience, not from textbooks but from survival. The fire within him was being stoked. These years weren't lost, they were preparation. The dream was deferred, but not denied. Amid hardship and uncertainty, John found escape and purpose in computers. a world where possibilities seemed endless. He taught himself programming from used Russian manuals, deciphering complex concepts page by page. No tutors, no courses, just grit, relentless curiosity, and a hunger to learn. Late nights, balancing work and caring for his mother, he learned to code, often sacrificing sleep for progress. Online, he joined hacker communities like W00W00, connecting with future tech pioneers and sharing ideas. These digital playgrounds became his university, a place to experiment, fail, and grow. He enrolled at San Jose State, worked as a security tester, and met Brian Acton at Yahoo, forging a pivotal friendship. Acton saw Jan's raw talent and determination, helping him land a job at Yahoo. From janitor to engineer, Jan had a foothold in tech, proving that perseverance pays off. For nearly a decade, he learned the ins and outs of large-scale systems, mastering the backbone of the internet. He saw how companies lost their way, chasing revenue over user experience, and sacrificing what mattered. These years shaped his philosophy. Technology should serve people, not exploit them, and always put users first. The lessons were clear: simplicity, privacy, and user trust mattered most in building something meaningful. Jan's skills and beliefs were forged in adversity, each challenge making him stronger. He was ready for something bigger, a new chapter that would change everything. The foundation for WhatsApp was set, built on years of hard-won experience and conviction. The next chapter was about to begin, and Jan was ready to make his mark on the world. WhatsApp didn't start as a grand vision. It began as a simple idea, born from a real need. In 2009, Jan bought an iPhone and noticed a gap. People couldn't easily share their status or connect instantly with friends. He built an app for that. No ads, no gimmicks, just pure utility and a focus on what mattered most. Privacy was non-negotiable, shaped by his past and his belief that conversations should stay private. He teamed up with Brian Acton, who brought not just experience but also the first crucial investment. WhatsApp Inc. was born on Jan's birthday, a fitting start for something so personal. The name? A playful twist on "What's up?" Simple, friendly, and easy to remember. Early versions were buggy. Jan almost quit, frustrated by setbacks and technical hurdles. But Acton convinced him to keep going, reminding him of the bigger picture and the people who needed it. Then, Apple's push notifications changed everything. WhatsApp evolved into a real-time messaging app almost overnight. People used it to send quick messages, replacing expensive SMS and making communication effortless. It was simple, reliable, and respected privacy. Qualities that quickly won people's trust. No ads, no games, just pure communication. Word spread fast, and users told their friends. WhatsApp became a lifeline for millions, connecting families and friends across continents. A whisper of an idea became a global roar, echoing in every corner of the world. The app was built for people, not profit, and that philosophy shaped every decision. That made all the difference, turning users into loyal fans. Sometimes the simplest ideas, when built with care, really do change the world. Success didn't come overnight. Jan and Brian faced rejection from investors and even Facebook. Why would people use this? They were asked. But they built WhatsApp for users, not investors. Growth came through word of mouth, no ads, no marketing blitz. People loved it because it worked, fast, reliable, private. Friends told friends, families connected across continents. The app spread like wildfire, solving a real problem simply. Even with millions of users, the team stayed small and focused. Every decision centered on user experience and privacy. They resisted adding unnecessary features. Jan's vision, no ads, no games, no gimmicks, remained intact. Their commitment to simplicity was their secret weapon. WhatsApp's growth was authentic and unstoppable. They proved that staying true to your values works. The world took notice. WhatsApp became indispensable. The climb was relentless, but so was their belief. They built trust, not just an app, and that trust changed everything. WhatsApp exploded, hundreds of millions of users, billions of messages daily. It became a global phenomenon, connecting people everywhere. Silicon Valley couldn't ignore it anymore. Facebook came knocking, not for a job, but to buy the company. The offer? $19 billion. For an app born from scarcity, built on principles. Jan signed the deal at the welfare office where he once collected food stamps. A powerful statement. Never forget where you come from. This wasn't just about money. It was validation of their vision. Jan built something meaningful, serving people, not exploiting them. The image of him signing at the welfare office is iconic. It's a tribute to his journey and his values. WhatsApp's success was about more than profit. It was about hope, perseverance, and staying true to your roots. Jan's story is proof principles matter. Even in the biggest deals, character counts. The world watched and was inspired. Sometimes the most powerful deals are signed with humility. Joining Facebook was a turning point. Jan joined the board, still fighting for privacy, but Facebook's culture clashed with his ideals. Plans to weaken encryption and add ads were red lines for Jan. He refused to compromise on privacy. In 2018, he walked away from Facebook and $1 billion in unvested stock. Why? Principles mattered more than profit. He left to pursue his passions, but his message was clear. Jan's legacy isn't just WhatsApp's success, it's his unwavering commitment to user privacy. He proved you can build something great without exploiting users. Values can trump profits. Jan Koum put his money and his integrity where his mouth was. What do we learn from Jan Koum's journey? It's not just a Silicon Valley fairy tale, it's proof that your past doesn't dictate your future. From scarcity in Ukraine to sweeping floors in California, Jan built an empire of connection. The key? Hunger. For change, for solving problems, for building better. Belief. In your idea, in yourself, even when the world doubts you. Action. Relentless, focused, day after day. Jan didn't just dream, he did the work. He learned, failed, rebuilt, and persisted. Execution is everything. The magic happens in consistent effort toward a clear goal. Look around, what problems can you solve? Jan's story is a call to action. Don't let circumstances define you. Find your hunger, nurture your belief, and take action. The world is waiting for what you have to offer. Your journey starts now. Let the fire within you burn.